Last year, I made two decisions that were completely outside of my comfort zone, and they were things that I'd been wanting to do for so long, but I always put off because I let that little voice in my head always take the wheel. And that was start a podcast. And the second thing was to completely restart my business, completely restart my personal brand into mindset coaching, into psychology, after spending the best part of 7 years being just a PT. And one of the tools that really helped me in those beginning stages and really helped me just to get started is something that's called a dopamine file. Because in that moment when you're starting out, your brain is going to go to all the usual thoughts. What if people judge me? What if it doesn't work out? What if I fail? What if, what if, what if? And the thing that I have learned is your brain loves evidence. And if it doesn't have the evidence, it's going to drag you back to the thing that it already knows. So if I'm thinking I want to start a podcast, but I've never done a podcast in the past, your brain is going to run with that and be like, well, you've never done it. There's no evidence that you can do it. Don't do it. Go away. Go back to what it is that you were doing before. And this is where the dopamine file comes in. You need to start writing down all the wins that you've experienced in your life, all the times where you've told yourself you're not going to be able to do this thing and you've actually overcome it. Any sort of positive moment that you have created in your life, get it down in the file. Because every time that little voice creeps in your mind with the worry, with the doubt, with the fear, you can open up your dopamine file and remind yourself who the fuck you are and what it is that you've achieved already. And a little bonus tip to make that even more powerful is to make sure you're physically showing up every single week to reaffirm the beliefs that you want to be true. If you say you're going to do something, make sure you do it. If you make a promise to go to the gym, to do that difficult thing, to speak to that person, make sure you do it. Because that, on top of your evidence in your dopamine file, is going to be enough activation energy to push you forward into this new thing that you want to do.